Redditors who have actually won a lifetime supply of something. What was the supply you won, and how long did it actually last? Won a lifetime supply of mini chocolate milk cartons during a milk day at school LOL. If you opened a carton of milk and it mooed at you, you had to call the number on it and report that you have mooing milk. That was in 2007. I'm still getting milk shipped to me LOL. My fiance drinks it because I've grown to hate milk. When a new tropical smoothie cafe location opened in our neighborhood, they ran a promotion for free smoothies for a year for the first 50 people in line on opening day. My husband made me stand in line for 3 hours before they opened. We were 24th and 25th in line. The free smoothies for a year was limited to 1 smoothie per week. Still, we each had 52 free smoothies. Not a bad deal. Late to the party here, but when I was a little kid, my family and I happened to move to a new city, and the first or second night there, we decided to try a new Chinese restaurant nearby. We didn't realize it was the inaugural evening, but there weren't very many customers. Yet the owner of the table waited on us himself, and he was very sweet and friendly. Had just immigrated from China recently. He gave my family a free voucher to eat there for free for life, since we were one of the few people actually to show up at all that night. I remember it was a big golden ticket, like Willy Wonka. Sadly, the restaurant closed within a year. I always wonder how he's doing. My family was very poor back then, and we would go there every month, which felt special. I'm sure it wasn't the greatest Chinese food in the world, but I still remember how the orange chicken tasted. Not me, but a couple years ago, my friend won Cedar Point's amusement park Halloween costume contest and received a lifelong annual pass. It's a special gold-colored pass and comes with a bunch of other perks. I am very jealous. 18 years ago, we won a lifetime of vet visits for my cat. They expected to give it to someone with an old pet, not a new kitten. The cat's still alive. The vet clinic has moved and rebranded 4 or 5 times, but they're still honoring the award. I won 2 tickets to every event at a theater near me for a whole year. I probably saw 15 concerts and 20 comedy shows that year. I was offering tickets to my friends all the time. I used them to impress my now girlfriend by taking her out all the time. LOL, that was a fun year. I ran a small web forum for about 10 years. Our, also small web host, ran a promotion where we could pay something like 2.5 times the usual yearly fee, and we would be part of an exclusive Founders Club and would get lifetime free hosting. Just have to pay for the domain renewal each year. The owner was a good bloke, and I knew he was operating on razor-thin margins, so I signed up more to do him a solid than to get the benefits. I figured in a couple of years he would conveniently forget about the Founders Club thing, and I would go back to paying my usual fees. Never happened. After a couple of years, the thing did end up paying for itself. A few years later, the owner passed away. He was a young guy, lost his battle with cancer. The whole operation shut down. I was way more gutted to lose the guy than the deal. I'd happily pay the yearly hosting fee to have him back again. I guess in the end, it was truthful advertising. He never specified whose lifetime. The weirdest part is that I know he had a couple hundred clients he was hosting. And although he opened up the Founders Club for the first 10 respondents, he never filled it up. I think it capped out at about 7. I don't know if his other clients thought it was too good to be true or what. My mom almost ate the white M&M that they promoted like 25 years ago. If you find it, send it in. You get a lifetime supply of M&Ms. They sent us a voucher pack that almost no store would take, but still managed to make it, though the lifetime supply in about 1 month. Granted, there was 8 siblings. Prob for the best though. My dad won a lifetime supply of cat food, but A, they delivered it all at once, and B, our cats didn't like that flavor, of course. We donated it all to a local animal shelter who were super pleased. I didn't really win it, and it was only a year's supply, but I got a year's supply of Hot Pockets when I was 17 because I bit into a Hot Pocket that had no filling, and I sent them an email pretending to be my mom complaining about it. To my surprise, they actually replied and sent me a golden coupon that was good for a year. I ate so many Hot Pockets that I hate them now, and haven't had one since. I once waited out a McDonald's for the grand opening. The first 100 people got free fries for the year. I was third. It consisted of a box of 365 coupons for free medium fry. I think we gave away maybe 200 plus of them. It was maybe 14 years ago now. I once worked a job that had me purchase Subway sandwiches for mobile working crews and let me keep the tickets when you could fill the card up for free sandwiches. All the tickets were numbered and purchases valid. After 2 years, I had enough tickets and receipts to redeem multiple sandwiches daily for at least 6 months if I wanted, and still accruing more. I started filling the cards and giving them to friends to eat a free lunch. Within 1 month, my friends and I were banned from every Subway in a 5-mile radius in Los Angeles. They put our pictures up on the wall and refused to honor the stamps, no matter who brought them in. Inside of another 2 years, Subway Corporate canceled the stamps altogether, and no one would accept them. I couldn't even give them away to a food bank or the homeless to get a free sandwich. Thanks, Subway. Not a lifetime supply, but I won a year's supply of Chipotle entrees once. Came as a stack of 52 free burrito cards with a gilded farmer embossed on one side and a unique code on the other. At the time, they didn't limit what I put on these freebies or when I used them. So I gave away a lot to friends, family, and the occasional homeless guy, and told everyone to add guac and double meat and make the most of it. I did keep one as a memento, which I still think I should frame. My mother bought a Toyota Yaris years ago, and the dealership was running a Tires for Life promotion. She gets free tires whenever she needs them, but she has to do all of her maintenance work at the dealership, and the deal won't transfer if she sells the title. The dealership didn't run the promo for long, and she was told recently she's the only participant left from the promotion. This wasn't a win, but a glitch that gave my mom free parking at meters for about 12 years. Where I live, in a big city, there is no free parking anywhere unless it's a store-owned lot. Anyways, back in the early 2000s, they started adding a card reader to the old-school coin parking meters. And to use them, you would purchase the card from the city and then load funds onto the card. The benefit of this card was that you could put more time onto the meter than you thought you needed. And when you got back to your car, if there was still time left, you could insert your card and the extra time would get loaded back into your card. This was great because you could always put more than enough time and never have to go back to top of the meter if you were gone for longer than expected. The meters had a little screen that would tell you the balance of your card when you first inserted it. One day, my mother had extra time on her meter and put the card in to get back the difference. The next time she parked her car at a meter and put her card in it, showed she had a $45,000 balance on the card. The machine had glitched the last time it put time back on her card and gave her that insane balance. It took her a while to believe that it would actually keep on working, but 6 months later, when her actual balance would have for sure been spent, it still showed the ridiculous number, and it would deduct the correct amount of money she would spend on the meter off of her crazy balance. For around the next 12 years, the city kept that system in place. They had added kiosks to pay during that time, but still had the individual meters with the card readers, until they eventually removed all of the meters, and now everything is pay by app. During that time while they were still around, my mom would give her card to friends and family to park when they needed it. And every time she would park, she would put like 8 hours of credit on the machines. And when she would leave, if she saw a car getting ready to park, she would let them know to park in her spot once she pulled out because it had free time. We won a lifetime supply of hate. My wife won $10,000 on Roll Up the Rim with Tim Hortons. She was super excited. She spoke on the phone with Tim Hortons. They said everything sounds good. Congrats, you will get an email confirmation soon. Instead, we got an email saying they had a technical issue and wouldn't be honoring her win. Needless to say, we have a lifetime supply of hate for them now. I know someone who won a free Gas for Life contest many years ago. They get a $100 gift card every month. I won a lifetime supply of printer paper from a Canadian retailer based on an internet contest with the purchase of a Konica Minolta. I won, and I realized quickly that I don't need that much paper. They were sending me 2 reams a month. I moved and never updated my shipping address, so someone out there is getting free paper. I had a friend in college who won a lifetime supply of Gillette razors. They just sent him a crate of Mach 3 razors and refill cartridges, and that was that. It was just a one-time shipment, but it would be hard to get through that many razors in one lifetime. I won free full-body massages for life, which basically just translates to 2 massages a week. It was really good. I got addicted. I knew everyone who worked there, and I got to experiment with all of them to see which were the best. Ended up fluctuating between 3 different staff towards the end. They would even train new staff on me for free because I spent so much time over there. Those training massages never cost me anything either, or counted towards my 2 free massage a week limit. When the place closed down, I realized just how expensive massages were. I haven't had one in ages and I miss it so bad. 1 free movie rental from Blockbuster every week. And well, not a lifetime supply, but my aunt won a 60 seconds haul at our local grocery store. Grab as much as you can in 60 seconds and it's yours. There's obviously rules and limitations, no meat, dairy, fresh goods. This woman took her arm and literally swiped out their entire aisle of coffee. She had a plan. Going in there, I guess, was coffee, dog food, paper towels, and TP. Which, honestly, that's a good plan with the limits they had. Nobody in my family had to buy coffee for at least a year. We all survive off coffee in my family. I won the Cash for Life $1,000 a week lottery about 10 years ago. Every year, I send them proof I'm still alive, and they send me a check for $52,000 in the mail. My parents won a lifetime supply of toiletries, soap, toilet tissue, and some other stuff. Once per quarter, you mail in the coupon, and they send you another quarter's worth of stuff. It's all institutional grade, like what you'd expect prisoners to use. I won a year's worth of Tombstone pizza from a Coca-Cola bottle cap thing as a kid. They sent 52 coupons to use at the grocery store for a free pizza.